officially welcome you to Lovely on YouTube. Here is a motivational channel where we talk about love relationships. So if there are things you find interesting, you are in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Guys, today I want to talk about Mercy Eke and the trollers, and I keep asking, what is the reason for all this? Okay, what is the reason for all this? Mercy has called herself a child of grace, whom God has distinguished. There is nothing you can do about it. Whom God has blessed, there is nothing you can do about it. There are individuals we know that have this particular aura that is so refreshing, is so contagious, is so likable that anytime you see them in a place, people want to be around them. In fact, people just love them naturally. Some persons are like that. If we can tell ourselves the truth, we've had one or two persons who are our friends who are like that, or probably we ourselves are like that. That anywhere you go, you walk into a place, even if it's just your first time there, you see people liking you. It's not all about beauty, it's not all about fame, it's not all about class, but there is just this thing about you that people love about you. So recently, since post show, since they left the house, we've been dealing with some things. But the one that is coming lately after the BB Niger show in Warri is something else, and is as if now that this thing is coming from a particular group. I don't just want to start mentioning names because I'm not here to call out anybody. Yesterday, mercenaries had their space. They had their space, and that space, I know some persons, some intruders, some persons still came because you know how X space is, like anybody can decide to start listening and join. And I know that some people were there to share, to troll, to to defame, or okay, to use the many words on others. And in fact, there was one particular guy that a mercenary was warned and said, we know all about you, just stay ours and stay on your own. And I keep asking myself, what is this? If you find something good in someone, all you can do is to embrace it well, look for a way to appreciate it and contact. Okay, because this thing they call jealousy and envy is something else. Is in fact is an emotion on its own. I saw a write up where they said jealousy is an emotion on its own, and at times people hate on you for no reason. It's either you're more beautiful than them, is that you're good at what you do, or is that they don't have any reason for just hating you, and they just that's just it. That's just because that's just who they are. Yeah, they are the general word, the noun word haters. That's just who they are. So they can't help but disliking you, despiting you, and all that. So, in fact, I don't know if you guys have seen the latest post about this footballer's wife that's trending, that she came to drag her husband, though they are divorced, but I don't know, she still claims they are together, they still communicate, and she's still claiming that whoever the husband dates or goes out with, keeps the husband keeps shedding them, and he must tell him things. And I said to myself, does it make sense? He goes this with this one, then he come tell you bad things, and he goes this with another one. Is he even okay? That's not what I want to say. So she mentioned a BB Niger. Said their BB Niger fave is still one of them. He said that one he used Gucci bag to lure her in. Guys, you wouldn't believe that some persons are now referring to Mercy. People are now saying it's no other person but Mercy. Even a post came on that the woman had to mention another person. I think he mentioned Uriel. But people are still, I said, what is it? Is it because she's doing well for herself? Is it because she's likable? Is it because people like her? And probably, yeah, the way they like her is still the way they appreciate her with gifts and all. So you guys come and think that, yeah, Mercy is a Libra. So that's nature. I know someone that is a Libra. In fact, if you see her playing, sometimes you say, hey, listen, I mean the chingom mom, I mean the gum. That's just how she is. But she's not doing anything with them. She's married. She's not doing it, but that's if you see her relate with other male co-workers, you'll be like, it will be like there is something between them. But that's just her. She's playful. She's that type that she's just playful. That's who they are. So not because Libras appear flirtatious and you guys not think that yeah, anybody they say hello to is something, anybody they say hi to. So people now came and they were like trolling. And since this worry thing happened, people have been talking. In fact, from one source, I heard that one of the other faves group came indirectly to hug Mercy. In fact, somebody is putting out there for her to be careful because not all of these persons that come are fans. Because if something is happening, her real fans may be there, and some other persons may be there with, their motives and diverse intents. So you never can tell who is genuinely for you, who is genuinely showing you love, or is a spy, or is even sent from who knows where. So, and this particular group, I think their main reason has to be because Mercy is with Pere. All these smiles, they don't want it. In fact, they came and was when Pere posted about the cars. One person from there came and was saying he wants shippers to get it for him, and a patriot had to reply her and said, even when your fave was with him in the US, he fed her, he took care of her, he did this, but because of her toxicity or whatever, he couldn't put up. If you guys can understand what I'm talking about, I just hope, because I don't want to start mentioning names here and there, because we've seen lots and lots of faves. Out of all the faves, well, I could tell that it's only very few that are supporting Mercy. All majority of them are just faking the smile and faking their love. It's just on their lips. So I said, is it because of? So that thing now brought up, trust mercenaries. In fact, trust this social world unless that thing has not hit the internet. If they want to dig, in fact, this thing that this woman has come to say, and they said a particular post, she mentioned Uriel. In fact, people say they are going, that if they want to dig and find out who it really is, who it really did it, that they're going to dig. So how come everything they'll be? Is she the only one? In fact, they had to start listing names of people that have been with that footballer. Okay, they have to start listing names of persons that have been with that. They said maybe some of your faves do their own for free, or just want to be with the big boys without collecting anything from them. But you see someone that is smart, that is business oriented, whatever she's doing is for her business. So I'm not coming here to play with you. So if I'm dealing with you, there has to be something. So, and trust the internet. So they had to go and dig out one scene in BBN show, one scene where Pere and Mercy were with Ike, and they were just discussing. I don't know if it was when their fave had the clash with Pere or something, and they were telling her not to go back to that room, not to go back to that. And Ike said she's just toxic. In fact, you can hear when Mercy was saying, no, she's not toxic. She's just, it was a short clip. I said, wow, there are so many things within this. I can't even remember watching this one. I can't remember. Maybe all those noonday show that maybe probably one will be at work or busy. Most times it's mostly at night when you're back and done with everything. That's when you now sit back and, okay. So, and people were not like, the person you people are trying to ship your fave with, or the person you are gumming your fave to, you are making hell of noise, is still the person that called your fave toxic in the house. It's still the person. They said, even Mercy at the time called her toxic. She was saying toxic will not win the show. Toxicity will not win. Of course. She didn't want rivalry. If she had wanted, there is no monopoly to anger, or how did they put it? Anybody can react at any time. Anybody can showcase their other buttons at any time. There's nobody that is pinned and said, it's you that knows how to get angry, or it's you that know how to throw. There is nobody, just that some persons just decide that it's not necessary. I beg, you guys can go on saying whatever you want, okay? It's not necessary. To her, it's not necessary. So they said this same person. So if you want to start digging what people said behind and what they did not say, of course, we saw how toxic that house was. Everybody was. Not until even Perry and Mercy decided that, please, beyond this show, there is more. Let's not, because of the show, competition, and lose what we would have cherished. And look at them. Here they are today, cherishing it. So that brought me to saying or asking, what is it? What is it? Mercy is a young lady who is doing well for herself and she's likable. If we can tell ourselves the truth, only looking at her alone, she's pretty, she's calm, she's cool, she's just all smiles. Anywhere you see her in her videos, she's just all smiles. We saw in the house, though her season, we're saying she was the one. Just like, if you look at all of them, check all of them, all of them in the house, and those ones that they've kind of like connected her to in terms of maybe we're having one issue or another. Check them. We all saw them in the house. We also how toxic. We also how they are shouting up and down. We also how, So what is the problem? If you were with somebody and it didn't go well with you guys, or there were things about you, okay, with the way you keep shouting, okay, imagine the day they were asking who wrote the letter Angel wrote, and they were pointing at Donyi or who that wrote to Adekule. Remember what she said that day? How can you just shame a man in his presence? It's not your respect, it's not your, you didn't even see him in that. With that kind of thing, you think at the end of the day, he'll still come back to stay with you. So somebody has moved on, moved to the place where he found peace, moved to the place where he was appreciated and cherished, move to the place where he doesn't have to fight every day. He doesn't have to quarrel every day. Move to a place where things are just moving on. They are playing it cool, understanding each other, and being the best friends they can be. And all you do is indirectly, you'll be using your fans to insult, to troll, and you still claim you're not doing anything. It doesn't make sense. You claim you're not doing anything indirectly, and all the persons you see now that want to come against her, or that are not happy with her, that's the persons you want to like go with. Some people are like that. They are your friends. They are acting like you guys are cool, but anybody that is talking trash about you, you see that they are friends with that person. Yes, they claim you guys you are in their good book, or they are in your good book, kind of. But anybody that is like trolling you, hating on you, they are still with those persons. I don't know if you guys are getting me. We'll see it now. Like, you had an altercation with somebody, and the so-called person coming to claim as a friend is telling you, "Oh, calm down, sorry, this is," and you see that person, you see that your friend still with those persons moving, like that's when their relationship sparks. That's when they kind of become so strong and in their friendship or whatever. So are you going to call that person a good person? So people are just telling her to be careful out there, because it's not all these fans coming up and down that are your fans. In fact, I saw something yesterday where somebody said I should hit jackpot. They were not asking her why. She said somebody now said, who did you come after, or who did you insult? She said Lambo. And this person is somebody that is claiming like she's a mercenary, claiming that she's, in fact, it's like they were even trying to do something for her. So people are telling her to be careful. It's not everyone that loves you. It's not everyone that is happy that with the way things are going on with you. It's not everybody that is okay with it. So you just have to be careful. In fact, they said she was even telling the security men in Asaba that day, like, let them, because I told you guys when I uploaded the video that I made on that worry stuff, that at a time the security had to pull her back, because the way they were like, so you can't trust no one with the way things are going now. Or she doesn't need to trust anybody. Just be yourself. Thank God you have a man by your side that is like, oh, all over you, liking you, loving you, okay, trying his best to make you happy. And you have a family that loves and cherishes you. You have real, genuine lovers, fans that are there wishing you well. So what's it? Just move on, be happy, and don't listen to what they have to say. And yes, so if they come and start digging people, a lot of persons have done worse things. Worse. Let me put it that way. So people coming to count themselves as saints, or coming to count themselves like, in fact, they don't even empty their bubble. They've never visited the toilet to empty their trash and whatever. Yes. Fina said it too when they were trolling her about the stuff. I don't want to mention him. She said yes. So now who talking you on? Or is the person when you eat, of course, everybody, when you eat something that has oil in it, you can eat it, wipe your mouth with your flannel or wipe, come out, use toothpick, clean everything, rinse your mouth. Nobody knows. But if somebody decides to eat and forgets to clean her mouth well and all that, once anybody that sees you will be like, there's oil in your mouth, and they'll be like, you ate this, so you ate oily food. That's when they know. So, but if you come, okay, imagine you somebody took garlic. You guys know how offensive the smell or whatever from garlic is. If you just ate it and brush your teeth, rinse your mouth, use what, nobody's gonna know. Even if you come to tell somebody, they'll be like, no, now, because if you eat garlic, of course, it needs to be smelling around. But if you eat it without rinsing your mouth, using water or brushing, anybody you talk to will know that. So, it's the person that his or her own, that brought his or her own out. So I just want to say that they should stop all this. This particular group that is doing this, you guys should stop. You guys should just stop. Okay, you guys should just it should just stop. It doesn't matter. It won't change anything. In fact, the general, I saw something he posted. He said, "I'm not average." So you guys should just stop. It doesn't change anything at all. If somebody has something you don't have, or is only what you can do is to pray to like be like that person, or contact, it can be contagious, contact the aura. So you guys, thank you so much, and I really want to see you guys in the comments. Try and engage. It's more fun when you guys engage. Let me see what you think. Let me see what your thoughts, whatever. Thank you so much. Bye.